Me. Tuning the instrument. Katamari, san, kokoro wa haremo yo. Utatsu no hitomi wa himawari no tana no yo. Katerai, kasanari, katamari, ishoni, irokoto, zettai, itsuzeu. Demo anata daji na yume wo kaku. Owaru made wa zuto so koko de. Matati your lonely rolling star. Tachi domarane ne. Your lonely rolling star. Samae wo muite yuko. Hoshizora, kira, gonpei, tonoyo, amakute, setsunai, omoiga, sunorono, takishi meta oma, yoza momai. Kyuko kishe ha natato no moto he. Tutoko kara yo lonely rolling star. Aki maure nare yone yo lonely rolling star. Tamana waten shashite your lonely rolling star. Aitia yoima sugu your lonely rolling star. Hama Tameki ga hitsoku koberu. Kitoberu. Lonely, 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 rolla, lonely, 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 rolla, lonely, 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 rolla, lonely, 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 rolla, doo-doo-doo. Lonely, 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 rolla, lonely, 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 rolla, lonely, 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 rolla, lonely, 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 rolla, dee. Raiki getsu mata no basho de makia wa hase shikoru ya. Your lonely rolling star. Tachi domawari ne one. Your lonely rolling star. Omodai shite yone, your lonely rolling star. Materi anae yone, your lonely rolling star. Samae me wo mutute you go. La 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 Katamari Damacy. Hello, everybody. So, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Um, that was a karaoke of me singing "Lonely Rolling Star," which is a song that I love. You know, I have a tendency to love certain gaming songs so much that they actually do get me a little bit wispy eyed when I hear them. And so this was a little bit more difficult to me just because, there's a part of me that just kind of wants to start crying when the chorus happens. And, it's a very happy song. It shouldn't be a sad song. I don't know why it gets so messed up like that. But yeah, I do absolutely love that. And, well, it seemed apropos because, we are going to be playing We Love Katamari later. But, it's actually the fact that we're not going to be playing We Love Katamari right away. We're going to be playing the Hololive Hanafudo demos just slightly before that. But yeah, is you know always been a very special game. Just because of how pretty it was and how unique it was when it first came out. So well, okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to run through 2 minute ad. Just talk for a couple of minutes while the ad is running. And then we'll get to the intro, and then we will get to Hololive Hanafuda, followed by We Love Katamari. So, yeah, we'll be right back. So, what can I say about Katamari Damacy? You know, uh, it was, I started getting into it playing PS2 back in the uh, GameStop days. The days when you would just freely trade games in GameStop, and that's really the first thing that really struck me with Katamari Damacy is just this game here, and it's $20. And I'd already heard a significant amount about it because it was all over um, the it was all over G4 and the early internet and lots of gaming magazines, and it was uh, the basic thing that was written about it was thank God that something original has actually come out in recent years, in recent memory. After a very long litany of time when the Xbox had just come out, there was an enormous amount of um, lots of Maddens, lots of Call of Duties, lots of Halos, and a lot of games that actually looked like Halo. Um, so, you know, Katamari, breath of fresh air for its first time, and it's also for me, it's a return to some very simple arcade style games. Is I was always really big in arcades. Is that it was something that I used to do a lot with my older brother and also a cousin of ours who actually did end up being on the show once. Is that we played a game of Helldivers 2 on stream when I was raising money for Autistic Self Advocacy Network. So keeping it relatively within the family. We're all gamers. We're all really good friends in that respect. All right, so let's. The time has come. Let's go ahead and gather to worship. Let me go ahead and play the intro. Hello, cats and kittens, felines and felidae, humans and variant humans, and every race, class, and subclass. Uh, Welcome to another episode of Brainy the RPG Cat. This is a really good episode. This is an episode where I have something to celebrate because I just got brand new animations on my avatar. This is all thanks to uh, my very good friend uh, Hemlock VT. Well, let me see, twitch.tv. Let me see if I can give a shout out here. I think there was an underscore in that. I'll have to figure out in a moment, but also available at Hemlock. Actually, yeah, let me just go ahead and figure that out now. This is important. This means something. Man, why am I suddenly so butterfingers on the keyboard? Okay, yes. No, because that wasn't the way spelling for it. That was Hemlock underscore VT. No, not either. Help me out here, search. Do something, search. We're live right now. Here it is. Okay, it is just twitch.tv Hemlock now. I don't know why I kept putting Hemlock VT, but this is her. So, she is just a really, really fantastic streamer. And also, she works really, really hard at providing live 2D Twitch material to the masses. And I've always gone to her every time I needed something tweaked, one or two in the model. And, well, long story short is that, I did want to go back and I wanted to redo the live 2D that I did for Brainy, and I didn't have the time. So, in response, I just decided to go ahead and give the whole rigging over to Hemlock, and she did a fantastic job. I mean, I cannot overemphasize how great this model looks. I mean, let me just go ahead and pull them up over here, get a little bit more into the center. Just the fact that, I can move, you know, I've got great freedom of my head movement. My head is moving pretty significantly. There's an enormous amount of, shaking and wiggling when it comes to my fingers and my hat. And he did a great amount of work on my brow. Is that now I can have, a worried brow, slightly angry brow, and just I also do have a toggle to remove the hat, but I don't think I set that up during this stream. But yeah, this is fantastic. Is that this is the most cartoony Brainy has looked, and that's even includes the entirety of the gaming melodies arc that I had originally created this model for. So yeah, it's fantastic. Is that Hemlock did a fantastic job. If you ever want to commission her, head over to her Blue Sky. Hemlock, BSKY. What is this? Hemlock.bsky.social. So, she does a fantastic job with all of the live 2D work that she does. And I cannot say too many good things, as I do really think that she saved my collective hash by deciding by coming through for me, and she actually finished this within the span of a week too, and that's really impressive to me too. Is that yeah, as that like I said, I can't say enough good things, something that I actually sent to her in a personal email. And I say that, I can't say I'm not good things, but I am definitely going to try. Absolutely come to her for your live tomb de-rigging needs. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start with the first game to the night, as this is a demo. And we're going to be playing this right now. This is a demo that has a 20-minute time out, but we're probably not going to be playing it for that amount of time. Yeah. So this is Hololive Hanafuda, and so of course Hololive is probably one of the most famous groups of VTubers who come directly from Japan and do the majority of their work on YouTube. And as we all know, I do have a tendency to play lots of card and board games from the East. So, Hanafuda is actually one of my favorites. Is that you see me struggle really, really hard trying to learn how to play something like Mahjong, but to me, Hanafuda is easy. One of the easiest things that anybody can learn. Even if they are just a Westerner like yours personally. Let me see if I can change the. Let me see if I can actually change the. Yeah, I can. Okay, so just change this for a moment to the other game, and then we can get back to Wheel of Katamari in a moment. So let me see. We have 4 characters that are in the demo. Nakiri Ayame, the Oni VTuber. Shirakami Fubuki, who's a fox. And then we also have Ukami Mio, who I believe is also a fox. And then Sakura Miko, who is all cherry blossoms. So, pick a character, pick an opponent, and then we'll go ahead and get into the game of Hanafuda. So, Hanafuda is an incredibly easy game, is that it is about matching floral cards that come from 4 different seasons: spring, summer, fall, and autumn. And then all have specific types of suits, like red ribbons, different flower types, ace cards, and numbered cards. But you really don't have to worry about that, because the main thing about it is that you really just do a bunch of rapid fire matching. Every single time that you play around, you pick out a card to match with one of the cards that are on the table, and then afterwards you flip over one of the cards that is on top of the deck. And if it matches another card, that means that you can pull both lots together. So, strategically, what you should be doing is you should be trying to be making a single match every single time that you play, which can be a little bit hard to do. Like, right during this turn, I didn't have anything that matched on the table, so I drew 2 cards, and then I ended up adding more of them onto the table. So, I say, anytime you have an opportunity to steal a card, because once you create a suit, I created a 3-card suit just now. That gives you the opportunity in order to have advantage during this next turn. In this game, every single one of the characters has a special ability, and those special abilities go off once you make your very first suit. Okay, so I got two suits in that one turn. One of them was a it was a 2 one of them was 2 ace cards, the other one was 5 red slips. Then afterwards, typically you have to call Koi Koi. Koi Koi simply means that you want to play double or nothing. Is that if there's an opportunity for your opponent to catch up and actually beat the total number of cards, then you give them the opportunity to during Koi Koi. But in this situation, my opponent is way too far behind in order to do that. So I'm gonna call a 3rd Koi Koi just because I'm feeling particularly saucy right now. Oh, actually, that might have hurt me a little bit, because I think they've been matched to pull 1 lot at this point. Um, see, now I'm a little bit behind. Alright. So, add a card to my hand. I'll add this one. So, basically what I have to do is I have to beat them by making one more major suit. Otherwise, I'm going to lose the whole game. And it'll be my fault because I doubled down too much. Okay, I'm going to end the round this time. So, in this version of the game, as I've actually been able to beat the computer relatively easily. And it's probably just because this is a demo. The full game isn't out yet. When the full game is actually out, it will probably have, you know, a much more difficult opponent, computer opponent for me to do battle with. So, first move, try to grab a couple of pairs of the Sakura flowers, which represent spring. You know, I decide to go after the Autumn Hills simply because that adorable little duck from that one dancing meme is on it. I seem to be going after the autumn cards a lot. You know, and computer Hanafuda is much, much faster paced than when you actually have to play it physically and read the cards. Because there's no way that you could possibly make an illegal move. Is that even when you tap on the cards, they show you the cards that you could potentially steal on the table. So, won the first hand, I'm going to call Koi Koi again. Alright. I was a little bit further behind here than I was in the last round, which means that Fubuki actually managed to knock me for a loop and get her first lot immediately after the time that I got mine. So I'm gonna end round this time. I'm not gonna try to go for 3 rounds in a row. In a lot of games of Hanafuda, you rarely ever go for 2 sets of Koi Koi, but as I said, in this game, the computer seems to be pretty relatively easy to beat, so it's fair to do, just because I want to do something within the range of challenge that I'm actually playing. Alright. So like I said, I have a 20-minute limit on the game, but, you know, I'm probably not going to play, like, for 20 straight minutes. Instead, I'm going to just, you know, play until I'm relatively bored enough, and then, I'll, just go ahead and go on to We Love Katamari. I want to grab these cards with the major lots on them, which, the great majority of them are red slip cards. Alright. Uh-oh. Even the game is saying, oh no, for me. Yeah, I think you might have bitten off a little bit of more than you can chew there, son. Well, like I say, at least one Koi Koi every single round, because I need that in order to just keep this challenging enough. Yeah, Fubuki is really laying on to me this round. They're getting a little bit tired of, you know, my constant winning. But then I can just draw another lot immediately afterwards, and then... What can I say? So, at the end of any 3-round game, then that's when you count your total amount of points, and I was already a full 300,000 points ahead of Fubuki at that point. Rematch, because why not? There's only 4 characters, and I got my 2 personal favorites, Hololives, up here, so. Well, the ones on the demo so far. You know. Of course, you know, they're holding on to, gosh, what's her name? Ayame? The very, very, very popular, dog VTuber Hololive. Birds. So, you know, I actually own like 3 sets of physical Hanafuda cards. One of them is a traditional Nintendo one. The other 2 are Super Mario themed ones. Because Nintendo was a manufacturer of Hanafuda cards before they became a video game company. And they also do use the official Nintendo cards in the as digital cards in the game Clubhouse games. All right, Koi Koi. Not all right. Nope. You know, I'm gonna start doing nothing but doubles or nothing. See if I can actually create a situation where the opponent can outrun me. Nope, still nothing. So at that point is that, you know, they said we exhausted every single possible move and I wasn't going to be able to make any more pairs, so they just went ahead and they gave the round to me. All right. So to me, strategically, and this also happens to be one of the ways that I actually managed to expert this game when I was playing Clubhouse games, is you could quite easily just end your first round and you would already have enough points in order to outrun your opponent. You don't always have to let it ride, but I guess it's a little bit more of a feature in these games where it's a lot easier to read the cards and it's impossible for you to make illegal moves to try to raise the total amount of, well, just to try to have the highest score that you possibly can. See, this might be trouble right here. Oh, well, never mind. I'd lucky draw towards the end there. And the round this time. Alright. I had a choice of 2 different cards in order to drop that card on. So it's always smarter to, you know, get the ace cards. How do you know which ones are the ace cards? They're the ones with the Hololive characters pointed on them. At least in this game, at least. Um, and don't mind me, I'm just taking all the most valuable cards off of the field. You know, I just really like the fact that every time you call Koi Koi in this game, then there's a giant audience wielding light stick shows up in the background and cheer for you. One more. Look at me go. Say another thing that the computer tends to calculate for you is that eventually the Hanafuda deck runs out of ways for you to make possible pairs after a certain amount of cards have been drawn. So they also look out for that on your behalf. Yeah, they just say, okay, well, yeah, you're not allowed to pull from the deck anymore because you're not going to make any more matches. Alright, well, that is Hello Hanafuda. Still just in a demo. Downloaded for free on Steam. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead. We're going to get on to We Love Katamari. You know, I think I have pretty much emphasized that, Katamari Damacy and its many sequels, some of my favorite games. This is my first time launching it too. I hope there isn't going to be a problem with that. Here we go. I want to start rolling. Heck yeah, I want to start rolling. One of the reasons I really love this game is because of the music. I've already proven that, I've listened to one song enough that I can memorize the lyrics to it, even though I don't speak any Japanese. Okay, Mr. Sunshine, la 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 la, Katamari Damacy. Oh, there I go again. Sorry about that, folks. I've got a song in my heart. All right. Do I agree to the privacy policy? There is some form of Um, yeah. I forgot that thought. That thought left me. We're never gonna see it ever again.
The great cosmos. A world of mystery both tantalizing
And terrifying. Not a very well publicized world. Well, there's no such thing as bad publicity, Mr. Narrator. Alright. Actually, let me make one more slight adjustment to the volume there. Okay, I think we're Gucci.
bold yet sensitive and rugged to boot, tolerant and compassionate with a heart deeper than the oceans. Such is the great cosmos, and the king that rules over it is marvelous to behold. Except for
Oh,
the
yeah,
time
he is.
that he destroyed all the stars in the universe. No big deal, really. Having come to and realized the folly of his ways, the wisest of kings sent to the planet Earth his beloved son, the prince, and commanded him to make a Katamari of ample proportions.
A Katamari, by the way, means ball of souls. And, this is really the only time it is ever used in any significant ways.
Roll the Katamari entrusted to him by the king, rolling up more things than you can count. Vaulting boxes,
Pencils, erasers, postcards, ramen, boot, and... Okay, they're doing a better job with the comedy than I am. I think I wanted to parlay that into the holy hand grenade joke, but... Oh my god.
the prince.
Did my game just make a dirty sound at me?
Then rolled until the Katamari was big enough to be lifted up to space to replace the shiny stars that were so grievously lost. And that, dear friends, was the plot and purpose of the fabulous game called
Katamari Damacy. The game that came before this game.
It recognized no boundaries or borders, and it rolled right out of the game to bundle away the many and sundry ills that blight the modern world.
And it only cost $90 at GameStop in the early 2000s.
Adulation of the crowd knew no limits.
I want to meet the king. I think he should be bigger. The king is so cool.
I want to roll up more stuff. Oh dear, such a chorus. Fans crying out from all over the world for the magnificent king to do his thing.
I want that. I want the Magnificent King to do his thing. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 ba da ba ba bum bum bum. You know, there's not a million stars in the universe. There's just that one very broad circle of stars that surround the Earth. Ah, sweet memories. Yes, there was that time that we smashed all the stars in the sky. It's like something out of a dream. We so totally forgot. What made us remember? Looky, the only place with stars is around Earth. Looks like Katamari Damacy was being lazy. Looks like Katamari had everyone fooled. What impresses us all over is the scale of destruction we wrought. We were on a roll, yes we were. Fierce and fabulous, we certainly were. We were really something. You know, I think I might have forgotten to change the game. Let me double check that. Oh no, actually, yeah, we actually managed to do something right. That's something that surprises me. Not that we get it, but it seems we were quite a hit. A big hit with Earth. The star is so full of stuff. A star now apparently full of our fans. Prince, what do you think they love about us? Our looks, our tights, our mustache. Oh, Eureka, we've got it. It is our chin. Yes, that must be. Yes, that must be. Our Chin is so magnificent. Earth is full of dedicated followers of our Chin. I want to hold your chin. Let me feel your goatee. They ask so nicely, so passionately. How can we say no? So now, our prince, you must go to Earth and grant our fans their wishes. Their wishes are our commands. Our Chin's commands are all wishes. And so on. And so the prince descended upon the earth to continue to fill the sky with stars, so that we can surreptitiously gloss over the fact that we did not even begin to put enough stars into the sky, and also to please all of our fans. Nice to meet you, Your Highness. Or it was fun. I think it must have been fun. I'm sorry, I've forgotten. I've completely forgotten how to roll a Katamari. I know I'm a goof, but I love Katamari Damacy. Help me remember, please. Alrighty, let's leave our fans on Earth to the Prince. Now where shall we go and play? Oh, it's the Prince. What do you want with us? What? Oh, you forgot. Forgot how to roll the Katamari. How to enjoy the Katamari. The meaning of life, of course you forgot. It's things you can't forget that make you hurt. It may make it better not to dress these things up. Your Highness is cool. Cool. No, it is important to remember. It is crucial to remember, yes. We'll just try and think back, yes. Planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Friends that forget all about Katamari are friends playing the very first game of Katamari Damacy. For all friends old and new, the prince will roll in their place. So what is a Katamari? What could a Katamari be? What does it taste like? Does it have a point? Why roll? Why make it bigger? So many options and schools of thought, but let's just try it first, yes. Hear ye, we present to all and sundry the Katamari. Here it is. This is the average Katamari, so utterly devoid of any new and improvedness. Take this standard Katamari and roll it firmly with both hands. Use your left and right hands to roll. Get it? You get it? That's enough. Yes, we did good, yes. So just roll away around and until you've mastered the Katamari Damacy on your own. Alrighty. See the yellow platform up ahead? Go, let's head on over there. Alright. I certainly like the music in this stage, just because it is a cappella version of the original theme song. Oh yes, you got up there. Good, good. You're so smart. Alrighty then, go ahead and roll up stuff. Roll up lots and grow nice and big. Feels mighty good. Just rolling up rings for now. And basic shapes. There it is again. La 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 la. Katamari Damacy. Oh, you've grown. Good, good. You're so cute. With a Katamari that big, you can climb even higher. Try it. Let's try it. Wowies, you've got up there, safe and sound. Wowies, yet another thing you can do. Okay, so when you get bigger, you can roll up Ace. Here, this is Ace, a cousin to the prince. Or a cousin once removed, we forget. Cousin, kin, something like that. Alrighty, time for you to challenge Ace head on. You know. Make the Katamari really big and then roll up our cousin, that's the goal. And then left bumper to do the prince's view. Yeah, just one player view. First person. big enough yet? Yep. Fabulous, you're pretty good. Anyway, let's go back. Royal Rainbow. Was it like this, Katamari Damacy? Honestly, this is not what we were thinking of. But it looks kind of fun, a kind of sort of fun game. 18 centimeters. We're a little touch, so big, and just from a training run. An unbelievable size, astonishing really. Very and truly fabulous. Oh, it's Cousin Ace. What were you doing on Earth? Oh, you're at the tutorial stage. We have no idea what you're talking about. Well, this Katamari feels strangish. Not that we understand if it's a good thing or not. Oh, wow, I remembered everything. Really everything this time. It's totally the best Katamari Damacy. Your Highness, thank you so much. This Katamari is just a token of my thanks I'd like to offer to you. Oh, really? You're giving it to us. Seriously, fabulous. Thank you, we're so pleased. What shall we do with it? We can pop it up into Catsmos. Yes, that's what we'll do. Look, it's a star now. Wow, so beautiful. We totally forgot to tell you this is a select plaza. Talk to fans, chat with cousins, do a little saving, look at your collection, move around a little, maybe while pressing X or the right bumper. When you get tired of rolling, just hang out here. Alright. Hello, Your Highness. I just love you. That beard, that nose, that chin, that style, that crown. I love it all, but I love the Royal Rainbow best of all. My dream is to see a real live one. Please show me a real Royal Rainbow. We are hungry. Our tummy is empty. What shall we eat? Oh, it's the prince. What kind of food? A royal rainbow? Oh, when our tummy is so empty. No way, boring. Your Highness, you're so striking. Oh, we so like rainbows. We must see it. Should we go ahead and make a Katamari too? Yes, let's go. We're hungry. Oh, let's roll here. This is an Earth home, so unbelievably small. Plenty spacious for the prince, but not so much for us. Oh, we forgot about the Katamari. How about 3 minutes to make it 15 centimeters? If you can manage, that would be nice. Alrighty, the prince, this is all yours now. Oh no, it's finally happened. We're being ignored. How can we believe anything anymore? Oh, your first ever rolled up item. It's a sesame seed. Well, yeah, it's a, sunflower seed, that's what it is. On 7-9, we rolled up our very first item in the We Love Katamari. Whoop. Okay, I'm on the ground now. Eek. Roll faster. You have to roll up moving things before they run off. Kind of a pain, isn't it? And I also immediately rolled up my cousin, but I didn't get any credit for it because I also knocked him off the Katamari almost immediately. Alright. "15 centimeters already. 15 centimeters. We asked for a 15 centimeter Katamari, really? We're very hungry. And can't remember. So, well. Since you're, here, anyway. Let's make it, bigger. See, I barely have, yeah, I don't even have 1 minute left in this one. Because it's incredibly easy to get to the goal in this stage. I think we're well into 18 centimeters. You know, you had a tendency to, you know, roll a lot longer and make much bigger Katamari in the original game. Not that this is at all bad, mind you. Good solid 20 centimeters. That's some good rolling. There is the Royal Rainbow that our fan so wanted to see. Ooh, we're hungry after all. We want to eat something, like this cream puff. Oh, it's a Katamari. I was surprised, but what a milquetoast Katamari. It's 20 centimeters. Yes, so undistinguished. You can go bigger, you know. Do us a favor and roll a bigger one. Oh, it's our second cousin Macho. What were you doing on Earth? Oh, making friends with the crayfish. You have no idea what you were talking about. This Katamari feels stationary-ish. Not that we understand what stationary-ish means. I got to see the Royal Rainbow, but it wasn't exactly lively. I think it's because the Katamari was so small. I'll give your highness this stale old Katamari. Oh, really? You're giving it to us? Seriously, fabulous. Thank you, we are so pleased. We should pop it up into the cosmos. Yes, that's what we'll do. Alright. Oh, it's a star now. Wow, so beautiful. I think we're technically making planets, but... The Path of the Lion. Here we begin to learn lessons about the King of all Cosmos' own childhood. Performing Swan Lake with some actual swans. Doing some buxing. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. That storyboard was quite interesting. It is a storyboard, but the pictures move. And there's music. An extreme storyboard, that's what it is. It's called a movie. How fascinating, a movie. So, that storyboard of the movie, what it showed was a glimpse into our youthful days. A pretty tumultuous tale of daring do. We can't wait for episode 2. What? If we keep rolling, we'll eventually get to see it? Alright, we're going to roll on ahead. See you later. Alright, 2-player battle mode. Hey, King Dude. You're so cool and relaxed, lounging around as usual. I love Katamari Damacy. I love how mellow it is. So I'm copying Katamari Damacy and lounging around. I'm falling asleep before I do. I want to see a real Katamari. Show me. Okay. We're going to start skipping because I'm probably not going to be able to finish the whole game if we actually start going over all of the dialogue in it. So I'm sleepy after all. Let's roll here. It's a room again, but let's work on getting it big. If you make it bigger, you can roll it in lots of other places. How about 6 minutes, 40 centimeters? Alright. I'm just going off of the cliff onto the floor here. Alright. Roll up the tadpoles. 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 All right. Lots of shogi pieces on the ground. And we no longer need to use the chopsticks in order to ramp onto the ground, so we're just going to roll up the chopsticks now. Some of those big fat gold coins that were the currency in feudal era Japan. I got knocked over by the cat's tail, which, yeah, is understandable. Sorry to have infringed upon you, Mr. Cat. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Okay, I'm just under the amount of I need for the checkpoint. Okay, so that's 21 centimeters. All right. Ah, finally we can talk. We had a little trouble with loading. You can't talk during loading, you know. We finally have our voice back, but we can't talk when it first started loading. Goodness gracious, we're sleepy. We're such a sleepyhead. You can get to more places if you roll on from here. We're very drowsy, but we'll keep it together. Alright. Donuts. I had a donut just yesterday, and it was a strawberry donut, too. It was really good. Alright. Wow, they said we could get here. They didn't say that we were gonna be able to go very far, though. Alright, back in the house. Still plenty of things to roll up in the house. Alright. Ooh, I'm at the 2-minute mark and I'm a little bit below. I'm starting to get worried. Well, is there a way from the balcony to anywhere else? Okay, I can go through here. Okay, yeah, there is a lot more I can roll out here. Spent too much time in the house. That's a mistake that I made. See, I went ahead to 30 meters just by rolling up that picnic lunch. Look at all the soft drinks. I do like soft drinks. I need to probably abstain from drinking soft drinks a lot because it's way too much sugar for my old age. Okay, I just barely made the required amount. But, yeah, there's still a lot more I could have done in this level if I hadn't spent too much time inside the house. You know, he's telling me to make it bigger, but then also time is running out, so yeah, I don't actually have time to make it bigger. So, it's finally over. So nice that the Katamari is done. Yes, let's go home. Oh, we fell asleep with our eyes open. Oh, there's a Katamari here. It came out of nowhere. This is Katamari. Amazing. Amazingly small. 46 centimeters. That's the ultimate in smallness. Next time, make a bigger Katamari. A Katamari with a big heart. This feels necessities-ish. Knowing that necessities-ish sounds very nice. Ah, it's so small I didn't notice. I didn't want a Katamari so small and sleepy. You can have this thing, your dudeness. Oh, really? You're giving it to us? Seriously, fabulous. Thank you, we're so pleased. We can pop it up into the cosmos. Yes, that's what we'll do. Oh, it's a planet now. Awesome, dude. I want to travel the universe in my dreams. You made an everyday Neptune. Oi! Can you roll underwater? Wow, you're huge. Nice to meet you, Your Majesty. I didn't look it, but I'm a complete brick. Sure, I can't swim, but my dream is to be a gold medalist. I'm thinking the 100-meter butterfly. Since I need to practice anyway, let's try rolling underwater. We can go underwater with the first Katamari Damacy. What do you think? Do you want to roll underwater? Let's attempt to roll underwater. Ooh, yummy fresh air. Look, the majesty of nature. They prefer the mountains to the beach. What about you, Prince? Water. Underwater, not the mountains or the beach. Well, there goes our vacation, Buzz. Katamari is great. It takes the gold medal. The gold medal. No, you're right. Nothing can happen without water. The oceans, the mountains, we all owe our existence to water. Come, let's go rolling underwater. Glug glug. It's an amazing place. Make the Katamari 80 centimeters in 6 minutes. Alright. Under the sea. Under the sea. We're rolling up all the garbage under the sea. Wow, there's that cat again. Well, not really, because that was a tabby cat in the house, and that's a black cat underwater for some reason. Oh, sometimes I get pulled up by hooks. Reeled in, what a quirky quandary. We want to be reeled in too. We want to splash and flop and gasp. Here we go again. I hope I'm preventing that from happening. Every single time I actually get pulled up by a hook. Listen to my home. Okay, this one has been much easier in order to roll up a lot quicker. Probably one of the first open worlds that we have. That's probably what the reason is. into my heart. Okay, I think I'm big enough in order to get most of the fish now. Not to mention all the Haniwa statues that I have been tripping over this whole time. What's a Haniwa statue? It's a statue made out of wood that was used for ancient burial purposes in Japan. That's why they're buried in the ground and under the water. Alright. As the king is giving me a real earful about, you know, how I'm doing my methodology. I don't have time for that, is that I have the rare opportunity to actually double the size of this Katamari, so I'm going to try to do that. As a colony of squid, but they're actually already grilled squid. I don't know what they're doing down here. Oh. Need to do this again. Wiggle off the hook, because the hook was a lot harder to avoid at this size. Here, I want that trout right there. Oh, it's actually a blowfish. You've gotten big enough where we're almost too big for the lake. The tuna are still much bigger than us, though. Not the fish, strangely. Well, not the scuba cats. We can definitely roll up the scuba cats. We've rolled up a few of the fishing poles that have been terrorizing us throughout this entire level. Okay, well, we went from 80 to a full meter. That's kind of impressive. Yes, we made Glug go home now. Oh, it's fun to swim. By the way, we found this underwater. Oh, it's a Katamari. 1 meter. Looks like it might drown. It's not small, but it's not big either. Yeah, make it bigger, yes. You can work harder, yes. Ah, it's Cousin Marnie. What are you doing on Earth? You were riding a manta ray. We have no idea what you were talking about. The soaking wet Katamari is very aquarium-ish. Also a bit dangerous-y and somewhat playgroundish, too. It's kind of damp. I know it's underwater and everything, but still, can you make it more clear about making it bigger? You can have this, Your Highness. I mean, just looking at it makes me feel like I will never learn to swim. Oh, really? You're giving it to us. What should we do with it? Oh, we'll pop it up in the Catsmos. It's the age of Aquarius. That's pretty cool. Well, it's a good thing that he took all those martial arts lessons, otherwise this would probably be pretty embarrassing. Ah, that wasn't very nice. The king tried his best after all. New approach to Ikebana. What is novel Ikebana? What does it mean to be new? Is newness necessary? What is new Ikebana? What is novel Ikebana? I have to ask Our Highness. Well, I don't actually know what Ikebana is. We like red roses, the divine flowers, the deadly thorns. Oh, shivers, the prince. Oh, what, Ikebana? We like roses, so we're all about gardening. No interest in Ikebana, though, none at all. Your Highness is so sensual. Sensual. Ikebana is too fabulous. Off we go to create a new style. Now loading. Wonderful, is this a land of dreams? It's so beautiful. We're awestruck by the power of Mother Nature. Oh, completely slipped our mind. How about 5 minutes to roll up all the flowers that you can? Alright. You know, I like the shape of the Katamari on this stage. I think it's prettier than probably the entirety of the field of flowers that we could possibly roll up here. Alright. Several dozen sets of flowers and one gardener. One garden gnome. Flowers are so pretty. Alright. Blue iris. I rolled up the Venus flytrap, thus saving the garden gnome. Unfortunately, in the process, I also rolled up the garden gnome. Is that a flower? It's rather large, isn't it? Yeah, and usually those flowers are actually corpse flowers that smell really bad. But hey, a flower is a flower, and they wanted a floral arrangement. Says we keep beating up on gnomes. We're committing mass gnomicide. There we got Cousin Ichigo. Of course, you know his name is Ichigo because this is a Japanese game and he's a strawberry. See if I can try to get an even 1,000. Of course, there's a good chance that 1,000 flowers is the entirety of the flowers on the stage, so perhaps it is untenable. Pitcher plants. Okay, well, never mind. The Lady of Lake. Her hair, the brightest shimmering samite, got pretty severely cold-cocked when I ran into her, and unfortunately I ran out of time before I could roll her up in the Katamari. Alright. Passionate love, passionate amour, the international message of the Red Rose. So fabulous, too fabulous. This Katamari is fabulous too. Wait, when did you make this? You did it. You made a perfectly normal and boring Katamari. 979 flowers, this Katamari. You can find a Katamari like this anywhere. We are bitter and the flowers will die too. Oh, it's cousin Ichiko. What were you doing on Earth? Traveling on the back of a baby deer. We have no idea what you're talking about. This Katamari feels flowerless. Of course, that's probably because you rolled up nothing but flowers. What? They didn't tell you, sure? Wait, don't tell me this is Katamari Damacy. Oh, this is so disappointing. You're welcome to have this, Oh, really? What should we do with it? We'll pop it up in the Catsmos. Gosh, everybody on the Earth is just such a big critic, you know. They ask us to do this stuff for them, and then they look at the Katamari and they say, okay, no, well, no, that really, this wasn't as great as I thought it was. Wow, amazing. It's true. The real thing is something else. Anyway, nice to meet you, Your Highness. You're as stylish as ever. I'm a parent with a son in elementary school. He loves Katamari. He loves the rolling part the best. He rolls up everything so there's nothing left, but his room is a huge mess. Seems he can tidy up things in the game, but Your Highness, please do something. Yes, let's go and let's clean up a small child's room. The universe is very messy. That's why we cleaned everything up. We tidied it all up in the last Katamari Damacy. The Prince, do you even get that part? But the kids' room? What happened to our story about cleaning up the universe? We don't care about kids' room. Actually, I love Katamari. Love it. You say kids' room. We say miniature universe. Did you know that? We're very good at cleaning up miniature universes. Anyway, let's go tidy up. Alright. I think we're speedrunning this one. We have... yeah, just something in the neighborhood of... like, well, what is now 60 things to take up off of the floor. I wonder what the highest possible scores in this stage could be. Listen to my heart. Here we go again. Looking for your dreams. It's those darn racetracks. So I'm having the hardest time doing. And suddenly I'm big enough and then I can roll up all the train tracks. Listen to my heart. Present. Okay, what's the last object I'm gonna get to roll up? I'll just get that brick over there. Say 2 minutes. Dum dum da da. Is my kid's room all shiny and neat? The miniature universe of my kid's room sparkling with cosmic order. It's cleaned up, kind of. It took 3 minutes, but there are a few messy bits left. But this game is about rolling fast. A crispier, crunchier roll, please. Wow, we got an antenna as a present. So stylish and connected, but it's far too small for us. The Prince, you can have it. It's from a fan, so make sure you appreciate it. And its second cousin Lamore. What were you doing on Earth? Nothing much. Well, that was unexpectedly honest. Oh, great. The end of day sale is over. I could have gone if the cleanup was done faster and better. Oh no, what am I going to do about dinner? You can have this, Your Highness. Seriously, fabulous. Thank you. We're so pleased. What should we do with it? We can pop it up into the cosmos. Yes, that's what we'll do. It's so pretty once it's a planet. How dare you eat my cake? I'm tired of living under your rules, old man. I'm taking it on the lam. Thud. Well, there goes my lovely pompadour. What's this, a dirty bamboo sword? Did you find it well cleaning? Looks like it would be shocking to touch. It brings us back, but you don't want to remember this, how to say we forgot. Are you curious? You can try it out in the shop. It looks dirty, so we won't touch it. And I don't think we've actually saved our game yet. Alright. The bamboo sword of our memory. This is where we actually start to play the levels exclusive to this version of the game. I think we have to play at least one before we can get on with the main section of the game, so let's go ahead and let's do that. Enough playtime, Prince. The king of all cosmos needs knowledge and strength. The road to the throne is long and hard. If you have time to play, then roll a Katamari. So now we are playing as the king. Study time. First, clean your room. Clean up quick and study. Be a diligent king. So, Grandpa does not mince any words. Dirty room, dirty soul. Chaotic room, chaotic soul. High speed, tidy up. 1 minute. Clean up 13 centimeters. Pretty sure the great deal of these are just challenge stages based on the ones we've already played. Oh, we are doing badly. Okay, we just barely made it under the wire. Barely passing. The real test starts now. That happened, so we can't remember anything. We don't worry about the past. Well, if you're interested, we'll tell you of our youthful exploits. That's enough for today. You still require more education. Use this and strive harder. Alright. Well, that was a brief distraction. Let's get back to the main game. Oh, wait. Let me save the game and then I will get to the next stage. As I recall, maybe this was the dog telling us to do the dog star. I'm a dog, but I love Katamari Damacy. I play constantly while I'm in the doghouse. I play against other dogs, too. Can you roll up the sun? I'm sure you can. I mean, I don't know why we would want to roll up the sun, but we probably can. Space, outer space. The prince want to go to the sun, want to roll up the earth and roll up the sun. We know you can do it already. Good luck. Okay. Actually, yeah, I know that I can't actually complete this one until I've completed most of the game because I need to roll up all of the stars that I have already that I have done so far. Oh, it's Cassiopeia. We made that, you know. Wait, right? Why roll up the sun? Because a fan told us to. That's really the only way. That's the only type of That's the only explanation that we get for that. Anyways, thank you for tuning in for the first time, Lady of the Dragon. How are you doing tonight? That fan is crazy. Yes, they are. Well, we've burned up all of our hard work so far. Oh, too bad, too bad. It's because the Katamari is still too small, which means there's not enough stars in the cosmos. Alright, well anyways. Oh, so you're the king. My, what a fine chin and beard. Anyway, my grandson's been at me. He's asking for Katamari Damacy and won't shut up about it. He's the apple of my eye, so I'd like to buy it from him, but video games can be bad for you, right? So I thought I'd play it first and see for myself. What do you think? Oh, I'm good. Just got home full of burrito. How are you doing? Burrito. Burrito is what I did last night. So, yeah, I have already enjoyed substantial burrito. The Prince, you're so tiny. You're so as tiny as ever. Are you working out? Are you boxing? We used to box, we just remembered. We did beat a rabbit once, a grandchild. Like, we know what that means. Don't interrupt, can't we wallow sometimes? A magnificent figure, just as I imagined. Magnificent. Yes, grandchildren are sweet. Very precious grandchildren are. Alright, let's try a little rolling for the grandchildren, too. Alrighty, let's roll another Earth House. It's about time to start somewhere new. To roll in the fresh air and roll with the wind in your hair. Oh, we forgot about the Katamari. 10 minutes for 3 meters. If you can manage, that would be nice. Alrighty, Prince, it's all yours now. I really like this track, too. Okay, rolling up all the little white mice. And the cheese that they were surrounding. Take all the batteries out of the boombox. Now nobody can listen to any music. Delicious cucumber sushi. Well, not just boxing. We used to study every kind of martial art, like ballet, karate, and pro wrestling. It was very tough. We were always crying. Oh, the memories. You can get to more places if you roll on from here. Alright. Let's just go ahead and get out of the house into the street this time. We've already learned our lesson from the last game. We shouldn't dawdle in the house too long. Alright. Yay for cucumbers. Seems to be a very cucumber-themed stage. Hey, this is the moment I've been waiting for, just a moment that I can roll up all the action figures that are dancing around the lake here. I care about rolling up no other object. Okay, we're halfway there. Oh, we can finally talk. Anyway, one day we're in a real boxing bout. Our semi-final opponent was a rabbit. He just managed a KO using a carrot. And then came the final. For the final, we faced him. He was so strong, we couldn't beat him. You can get to more places if you roll on from here. Alright. It's so great to see the king living vicariously through us. Oh, turned out this actually did have something a little bit to do with boxing. Some red shoes over here that I'm neglecting to roll up. Wow, look at me roll downhill. Rolling downhill like a champ, yes sirree. I think I remember the first time I played this game, I just loved going into that tunnel. Well, except for the incoming train. The incoming train is... Uh-oh. I think I... I glitched the game pretty badly with that little stunt. I think I'll go over here for a while. Oh, I'm stealing all the high hurdles so you don't have to jump over them anymore. Okay, we're gonna steal the whole cheerleading tower. And we're big enough to pick up most of the schoolyard at this point. This is what we're most filling the Katamari with, high schoolers. Okay, there's our 3 meters. We are Kaiju Katamari at this point. See if I can try to get up to 4 meters before time runs out. No, I think I'm too late. Alrighty, want to go home? Hooky Pluto. That's what we name a star made up mostly out of students. By the way, are you using all the presents from all our fans? Do you know how to use them? You select the birthday cake in the plaza. Go there to put on your presents. They'll give you a snazzy new look. Alright. My students are all big fans of Katamari, but with the king of Katamari, Damacy, around, they're too excited to work. Can I ask you to come see the students? Alright. Yay, rolling up inside the school. So this is a school, very lively, looks fun. School is for studying. What kind of studying? Rolling? Oh, we forgot about the Katamari. You got 5 minutes to make 1.5 meters. Alright. Tongs! Introducing tongs. The miracle kitchen utensil that can do absolutely anything that you can imagine. Can't reach a tall shelf? Use tongs. Want to entertain the children? Use tongs. You know, this was all fun and games for the kids until I started swiping all their lunches and work pencils. Oh, it looks like you can get out into the hallway. roll up a few things here first, you know, especially the sweet rolls. I definitely want all of the sweet rolls. Sweet rolls are yummy. Okay, why are there live chickens inside the school? I'm pretty sure that's some kind of distinct health code violation. Okay, the rabbits are understandable because they belong in the science lab, but the chickens, that's right out. Just like with the railroad tunnel, you can roll into the hallway and then come out the other side. Well, like in Pac-Man, which is also a Namco game. Okay, well, we weren't as quick as we probably needed to be in this stage, but we do almost have the size that we need. This is the teacher's lounge. One of the teachers is dressed up in full ninja garb. He's the weird teacher. Roll up in the cafeteria, where there's a bowl of miso soup that is also my cousin. Oh, I'm running really short on time. Okay, no. Okay. Lunch lady, get out of the way. Oh, I'm not gonna pass this one. This is the first time when the level has actually outstripped me, so... Drat. I was close, but I didn't finish. So small, the kids are disappointed, and frankly, so are we. We wish you could have felt it while rolling up the Katamari. You may start out small, but you can grow so much bigger. And if you work hard, you can grow just like the Katamari. Hey, Katamari is just like life. We so wanted all the little students. We had great hopes for this future. But Prince, you twit. Try on a little more responsibility for your size. Make everyone's dreams a bit more convincing. Don't you forget it. Alright, well, I think that is all the time we're going to have for tonight. Let me take a moment. Let me go ahead and save our game. Okay, but before we go, I do just, for everybody who didn't tune in at the very beginning of the stream, I would like to sing for you Lonely Rolling Star again. So let's just go ahead and let's do that. You can, unlike when I do it during the intro, you can actually see the karaoke track that I use. All right. Iramari, Sansau, Kokoro wa Haremo yo, Futatsu no Hitomi wa Himawari no Tana no yo, Katatari, Kasanari, Katamari, Katamari, Ishoni, Irokoto, Zettai, Itsuzei. Demo anata daji na yume wo kaku. 終わるまではずっとそこでまたつよよ Lonely Rolling Star 立ち止まないでに Your Lonely Rolling Star さまを向いてゆくゆこ Something like that. Ah. 星空キラキラコンペイとよよ甘くて切ない思いが募るの抱きしめた思いは夜空を舞い急行していてあなたのノートへ届くからよ Lonely Rolling Star 諦めないでよね Your Lonely Rolling Star たまには電話して Your Lonely Rolling Star 会いたいよ今すぐ Your Lonely Rolling Star 温めきが一つこぼれる Lonely, lonely, lonely roller 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 来季月またあの場所で待ち合わせしようかYour lonely rolling star 立ち止まらにねよね Your lonely rolling star 思い出してよね Your lonely rolling star 待ってられないよね Your lonely rolling star さあ目を向いていて行こう Love that song. Okay, folks. Um, let's see who we can pay a visit to in the on the purple site. Who might be interesting? Um, I can see that Lloyd Tavner is in the middle of playing Poppy Playtime. All right. Let me see. Who else could we do here? Um, no, actually, I think that might be. Yeah, that's going to be our best shot right here. We're going to go ahead. We're going to pay a visit to our friend Lloyd Tabner. Yeah, right now he's in the middle of doing some Poppy Playtime. Watch as he extends his hands in order to beat profoundly evil children's toys or something like it. All right, folks. Well, thank you everybody for watching. As I had previously said, that this stream was really special to me. Thank you once again to Hemlock. They were really, really kind enough to help to make some major improvements that I needed to the animation of my Life 2D model. So, yeah, be sure to go ahead and check them out at some point.
But is the gatekeeper hot?
Because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class.
Yeah, I guess the gatekeeper actually is hot. All right, folks. So everybody say hi to Lloyd Tavner for me. Don't forget our raid message. Brainy Raid. Roll Initiative. I'll see you on the other side, folks. In the meantime, though, remember, BRNY means smart. Nothing is too hard if you use your head. Always be the change you want to see in the world. Have a good evening, everybody, and thank you very much for watching.